All right, so for this lunch, I found these cobblestone Kaiser rolls. They're actually 4 points each, and I've got some ham on it. I've got a Laughing Cow cheese, and that's my sandwich. And then I've got some of my 1 point coleslaw for lunch. So guess what? I'm feeling rather lazy as far as like cooking a real meal. So I'm having an 8-point supper tonight, dinner, and so this bread is the 1 point a piece Sara Lee bread, and so I've got 2 points, an egg on there for 2 points, and then a Laughing Cow cheese for that's 5 points, and then I've got a 3-point smoothie here with lots of greens and hemp protein in it. So there's 8 points, and I got whole grains, I got lots of protein, I got greens. I'm good. So this will be good for the night. Okay, so this is my 8-point lunch. I actually packed this to take it because we were going to be on the road. And I've got, I'm using this red lentil pasta for 5 points, and it made an awful lot of pasta. So that was really good. And there's 15 grams of protein in the pasta alone, which is really awesome. And it was very tasty, and it kept its shape. So that was really good. And then I mixed it with zucchini noodles, 3 points of a pork chop, some stewed tomatoes from a can, and like some Bolthouse Farm dressing. And of course I've got my big wonderful apple here, and that just topped off the wonderful meal. All right, later I thought this might be dinner, but it ended up being a snack. And I've got my 3-point smoothie here with lots of greens. And then I ended up using these Ezekiel wraps because I was having some trouble with the soy in my wraps again. Doggone it. So I had to go to these. And these ones are 4 points a piece, which kind of stinks, but it is good nutrition. So I take comfort in that. And this was a really great wrap. So. All right, and I'm having some veggie and ham soup, some coleslaw, and a little wild-caught salmon with some dill mustard, and this was amazing. Okay, for the next day lunch, when I broke my fast, I've got some of the soup again, and I made a tuna sandwich, and I used part fat-free mayonnaise and part olive oil mayonnaise because I do like the flavor that it gives to the sandwich. These are those Kaiser rolls that are 4 points each, and but they're really good. I've got some tomatoes in there. I'm using canned tomatoes because I ran out of fresh ones, and this was just really great. And I thought I was going to have an apple as well, but I didn't end up having that. So it was really great. That's about all I can say about it. This is a 5-point, I want to say snack, but it might be dinner. And because it's 6 o'clock, and then we're going to go somewhere, and I think this is it for the night. But that would leave me with way too little points today, so I may have something when I come back, especially since my window is like wide open till 10 o'clock, which I'm not going to eat till 10, but I may have something when I come back. So I have a 1 point Sara Lee whole grain bread with PB2, 1 point of PB2, and then I put a little of this sugar-free syrup on top just because I'm weird. And then I've got a 3-point smoothie with hemp protein, pea protein, cashew milk, strawberries, spinach, cinnamon. Really good. And so this is going to be, this probably will keep me tonight. Let's see. Maybe not. You know, I hit a realization today, and I kind of wanted to share that with you. I had been actually, I kind of have a, you know, when you go through a mind shift, something hits you and you kind of just go through a change. I feel like that's happened lately. I had actually been hoping to get down to a weight that I didn't realize that weight was from a long time ago. It was from years and years and years ago. In fact, there's a picture right here on my desk when our eldest son, Calvin, was really young. Here's a picture of me and him. And I'm like super skinny, super thin. But as you can see there, I wasn't lifting any weights. You know, I was thin, but I wasn't very strong. I'm a lot stronger now. Been through a lot. have really worked hard. For the last almost 9 years or so, I have been working diligently, even though there have been ups and downs and all kinds of turns in the road and everything. I have been working out diligently, lifting and building muscle. And the weight that I have been putting up as my goal is actually to go all the way back to the years where that picture was taken, where I had no muscle, where, things were quite different. And I was a whole different person back then. And I feel like, if I have that kind of a mindset, then I feel like I'm throwing the last, 9 years away and all the work that I've done, because that kind of a body that I had back then, I couldn't eat the way that I do now. Granted, I ate a lot back then, and my metabolism was different. But then I ended up putting a lot of weight on after that. But if you get on a diet that's like super low calories, you do shift your metabolism, and you end up having to do kind of like a reverse dieting to try to build up to a level where you can and if you're not familiar with reverse dieting, I would definitely Google it and look it up. Because you have to be able to reintroduce calories and build them back up so that your body can burn it. Many people will put on weight when they do that, but the way to beat that is to add muscle and to do strength training. And because when you build strength and you build your muscle, you become a fat burning machine. Your muscle will burn calories, and so you do want to add muscle back in, so I fully believe that, because I believe that that's what's happened with my body, is that I built on enough muscle so that I could actually have a few more calories and not gain weight right now. And I kind of made a decision here that, I don't want to go backwards to a weight. I'm actually okay with where I'm at now. I would like to continue to define my body. And yeah, there's a few extra pounds that can come off still, that's fine. And if they come off, they come off. But I'm not going to be like sweating about it, because I kind of like who I am now, and it's taken me a long time to get here. It's taken me a lot of hard work and a lot of building to do that, and I'm very proud of how strong I am. And so, I don't know, I think in going back to that goal, I just want to get better. So I want to be healthy and I want to be strong. I don't necessarily want to be skinny, quote unquote skinny. I just want to be as healthy as I can be, and I want to be as strong as I can be. I'm 51 now, just turned 51 this last month, and I don't know, I don't think that I want to be what I was back when I was 27 or when I was 30, because I've become so much more than that now. So no, I think my new goal is basically to just be the best that I can be. I'm actually going to be putting up a large calendar in my gym area here, and I'm going to be tracking my success in my fitness and in my lifting, and I just want to get better and better all the time. And I'm definitely going to keep doing intermittent fasting. I'm definitely going to be counting points, because I think that both of those work so well together. I'm really glad that I found both of those. I'll be fasting on and off as I see fit. And just be diligent about my workout, and just, I want to be the best person that I can be. And I just want to go forward, and whatever weight that translates into, then that's what it translates into. I'm going to be focusing on continuing to build muscle and be strong, so that my caloric amount, I can eat food and enjoy it, because I do enjoy food. But, and there'll be time for celebrations, but there'll be time to pull it in and be diligent as well, So I think I do pretty good, but I think it just took a while for my mindset to catch up with what I was doing physically. And so that way I'm more, purposeful and intentional about it, and that's what I was seeking to be able to do. So I feel like I'm kind of coming upon that mindset now, and so I just wanted to share that with you right now. I'm really glad about this. Strength training is huge to me. It builds muscle, it builds bone, and as we get older, we really need that. It helps your hormones. I still do cardio, but I don't want to depend on cardio for everything, because I think for me that can be a bit of a trap and kind of hard to keep up. So I want to concentrate more on strength, although I do want to add the cardio. But also fasting is huge to me. And if for some of you who didn't know, because I want to say thank you, because I got a lot of new wonderful viewers out there. And for you who are not familiar with my past, I have genetically high cholesterol, and so it's always the battle to try to keep that down and make sure that my cardiovascular health is doing well based on that. Now, when I was doing one meal a day and in a lot of intermittent fasting, after so many different types of dieting, intermittent fasting seemed to be one of the top components that actually brought down my genetically high cholesterol. And so I ended up going from, it was bizarre, because I was eating a very healthy diet at the time, and I was eating a fully plant-based diet at the time, which is what really threw me off, and helped me to look at this a little closer, because typically that helps so many people. But for genetically high people who have FH like me, I went from 345 on my total cholesterol down to about 122 doing the intermittent fasting. And that was actually not being a vegan for about a year. So intermittent fasting is huge. And is very important to me. It's always going to be important to me because of that. I'm always going to keep my blood work in check with that. So anyway, I just wanted to touch base with you on where I'm at and my thought processes. And I will see you soon. Love you guys. Bye.